Guys, welcome back to the Sharon Homestead. I'm Kat, and today I just wanted to bring you around the property and show you what we've been up to and update you on all that's been going on around here. I haven't updated since the last garden tour, which was the challenge, the good, bad, and the ugly of the homestead, and so I wanted to do a more thorough walk around and show you what's been going on and what we've added and how the garden is doing and all that. So behind me you can see the mulberry bushes. They really grew a lot this year. It's kind of amazing. They are way taller than me. They're super tall. So we have 25 meat birds that are ready to process, and we should be processing them in the next couple weeks. We're waiting for a little bit cooler of weather because it's really hot right now. Even now, I'm sweating. I hate it. It's so hot. But, so we also have 5 baby bunnies that are ready to process. I think I'm gonna retain 1, and then 2 of the mommies are going to freezer camp. So that's pretty much an update on the rabbits. We've just got 5 to process, 4 or 5, and then a couple adult rabbits to process out of our breeding program, because I'm scaling down a little bit on rabbits, and I'm sure I'll do a more in-depth video about that soon, because I really just wanted to do a full update on the homestead. So I won't get into too much detail of specific things, but I just wanted to do an overview. So we have been working a lot on compost and working on building new soil and better soil, especially for our low tunnels in the food forest, because we're going to be utilizing those a lot, and we're probably going to be building more behind me in between each of these mulberries. There's going to be a raised bed, and we're going to put hoop houses on all of those so that we can grow stuff throughout the winter, mostly greens like kale and stuff like that. But I also had success growing other things under those last year, like my zucchini. I got a really good head start on those, and so we're just building soil. And I have been collecting grass clippings after I mow the grass, and all of our extra like produce that goes bad or whatever, you know, and stuff like that I put in the compost pile. So I have 30 laying hens in the backyard that are growing out. We're about to build a second chicken pen so that we can alternate pasture for them. I really like having them on green grass, and they've cleared about half of where they're at. So I really want to heal that soil that they've really trampled on and messed up really bad, and so it needs to rest for a while. We need to build that second pasture next to the first one, and beyond that we're going to do 2 more pastures, and we'll be rotating the chickens through all of them. We also added 6 ducklings. We have 3 ducks, but only 1 turned out to be female. So we are going to be processing 1 male duck, and then when these 6 babies grow out, we'll be processing any males from there also. And so hopefully we'll have, I want 4 females and 1 male, and they are going to live in the backyard somewhere. We have to build them their own pen, because chickens and ducks don't always get along. So we've learned the hard way that they don't always get along. Now, we've had them together for a long time and they've been fine, but it's time to separate them. And so the ducks will be going in the kennel soon for a temporary time while we are building our duck pen. We did finally plant our fruit trees. I didn't get any footage of that, but we did get all of our fruit trees put in the ground, and soon we're going to be putting trellises up for the grapes. We haven't quite figured out exactly what we're going to do for them, but they really need trellising, and so we need to figure it out soon because they're just growing everywhere. It's crazy. So in the garden, it has really went out of control this year. I didn't get as much in the ground as I wanted to, like I said in my last video. I broke my foot, and just morning sickness and all that junk has just been crazy in the garden, and then it got really hot, and so I haven't done as much as I wanted to, and there's a lot of weeds. but we're still getting food out of there, and maybe not as much as we wanted to, but we're still getting food. So we've got tomatoes growing and green beans, and we had peas, but they're done. And I'm about to plant another planting of peas in the fall garden. And then we have a whole lot of peppers that are just starting to produce. I got several banana peppers, and I noticed a lot of cayenne that are gonna start turning red soon, so that's exciting. And jalapenos and green bell peppers. And I think I put some purple bell peppers in there too, but I'm not sure. I see some that look like they're gonna be purple. We'll see when it comes out. And then we've got okra growing, and I didn't even know that I liked okra when I started the garden this year, but I wanted to grow them because the flowers are so pretty, and that's the only reason I grew them. I think I grew 8 plants of okra, and they're all doing really good and producing okra, and I love okra. I've tried it in several different ways, and I love every different way. I love overripe okra. It tastes like green beans to me, and so it's really good. It's just tough, but I don't care. I like it a lot. And then the just plain old raw okra tastes really good to me. I don't really care about the slimy texture like some people do, so anyways. And then we got some volunteer cucumbers, which is great because I actually have a full tray of cucumbers under a heat lamp, under a grow light, under a grow light in the house, and I just haven't gotten them planted yet because it's been so hot. Nobody ever wants to do anything, and I should be doing that right now, but I'm not. And so when everything burnt up in my greenhouse, all my cucamelon plants died in my greenhouse. I forgot to tell the kids to water the greenhouse, and so they didn't, and I didn't. Nobody did, and so everything baked in there. So I had several things planted, but the main one was cucamelons. I got seeds from Mary's Heirloom Seeds, and they were doing great in the greenhouse, but I never got a chance to plant them in the garden because I let them fry. And so I noticed in my pepper rows that in one of the holes that a pepper didn't come out of, a big, huge, the biggest cucamelon plant that I've ever seen. It's only one plant, but it is so crazy how many little vines came out of that one plant. And so we're probably gonna have a whole lot of cucamelons off of that one plant. I already see several little ones starting to form, and I'm really excited because I love cucamelons, and I will save seeds from those cucamelons this year so that I make sure I have some next year. And in the food forest, there's nothing really going on right now. I just have to take everything out and weed a whole lot and get it ready for fall planting. I'm really excited about that. I'm hoping to do a whole lot more growing this year since I have 2, and I'm not doing zucchini during the winter. I'm gonna do more greens because we really enjoyed all those fresh greens in the spring. And so, yeah. So I also never got to planting any pumpkins, but I actually knew I wouldn't need to because in the spring, when we first got the pepper garden going, I didn't put peppers in it yet, and I noticed several pumpkin plants sprouting through the paper and the mulch. So it went all the way through and it came out, and the whole pepper garden is full of pumpkin vines, and we're already starting to get pumpkins. So I'm really hoping those are going to be ready right around Halloween time, so we will grow our own jack-o'-lantern pumpkins this year. That's one of my goals almost every year, and I think this year might be the only time we might actually get all 9 pumpkins, and of course a baby pumpkin, for Halloween this year. So I hope it works out. We've gotten several baby pumpkins. They're just decorative pumpkins, but I'm really excited about those. So I think that's all that there is to cover. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm hoping to be making more regular videos now that my foot isn't broken, and also the weather is starting to get cooler. And so I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. God bless you.